All right, Oval fans. So, first of all, sorry if there's like background noise. It is pouring rain today, and I think it's supposed to be pouring rain tomorrow as well. But I gotta get these videos done. So what can you do? But this video is similar to the one I recorded about Sisters. You know, with both shows being on hiatus for however long. And I wanted to talk about 5 unanswered questions in the Oval. Trust and believe, I know there's more than 5, but these are the 5 that come to my mind when I think about, okay, so when are we getting answers to these questions? I mean, will we ever get answers to the questions? And I think that on my list here, 3 out of the 5 questions, I should have done a video about, missing characters who have gone MIA, that kind of stuff. But these are things I want answered as we go into season 4. And I believe, as they also get ready to film season 5 not long from now. So if there are any questions that I mention in the video, or excuse me, if there are any questions that I do not bring up in the video, feel free to let me know what are some of your unanswered Oval questions in the comment section below. So in no particular order, first one being, what's going on with Ruth? Because if I remember correctly, we only saw Ruth like at the very beginning of season 3, after Barry was, while Barry was in the hospital recovering from all the drugs he was injected with after the Rakadushis abducted him in season 2. She came to the hospital room telling Richard and Nancy about how Barry and none of them should ever go back to the compound, or, there will be consequences, that kind of stuff. And then, when she was looking around her corner, looking over her shoulder at the door scared because the Rakadushi were like right outside the door, she's like, was pleading for help. That never came up again at all. I think maybe one time, was it Nancy or somebody who told Barry about it, but it never came up in conversation. The only other time the Rakadushi was really brought up was when that one chick, what was it, Maya or whatever her name was, she was the girl that Barry met online through an app and invited her over to the house to, have sex, and then it turns out that she was Rakadushi and stole the money Barry was hiding. And, I guess to finish off the $100,000 that the compound needed to, I guess, save themselves from the cartel, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, we still don't know a damn thing about Ruth, and I've already mentioned it before that the Rakadushi, in my mind, have kind of been written out of the series for a while, given that Sam made it clear, hey, there's a guy on the inside of the Rakadushi compound from the feds. They can't do anything right now, so we just have to wait. So really, that was kind of a, unceremonious way of saying, hey, Ruthless is going to deal with itself. We got other things to worry about here on the Oval. So, I don't know. Maybe in season 4 we'll get follow-up. But, yeah, I'm very confused about the Ruth stuff. It just happened, and then we never touched up on it. Speaking of things that kind of just, were briefly mentioned and then just gone, Blakely, we at least saw her during the early stages of season 3 before she just dipped and left Max alone in the hotel room, basically leaving a, hey, I'm gone, don't try to find me. But General Martin, we don't find out exactly what happened to him. I know that the vice president knew about him, but allegedly he was compromised, but we don't know to what extent. Like, was he really compromised, or was he someone who betrayed them? We just don't know. I mean, hell, we still don't even know how at the ending of season 2, Kyle and his group were able to trail Blakely, Bobby, and Max. So what exactly happened to Martin and Blakely? I guess we'll never see him again. Next up, this to me is like, okay, we really need to figure out what's going on. Remember Greg? If you don't, I don't blame you. Greg was in season 2 and was Jean's boyfriend. Yeah, I'm mad because it wasn't me. But yeah, Greg was a guy who appeared in maybe 2 or 3 episodes, and he was calling Priscilla because he had no idea where Jean was. She wasn't answering her phone. Then then he went over to the apartment. It was trash. Then he went over to his place, and Jean's corpse was laying on his bed. Next thing you know, Priscilla tells him to leave, and then she overhears something, and boom, next thing you know, she goes over to hit Greg's place, and he's dead. What the hell happened to Greg? I mean, we don't know who killed Greg, or I mean, I think Kyle was the one that put Jean's corpse there, but you can never be 100% sure with this show because of retcons and whatnot. But will we ever find out what happened to Greg? And even though I didn't put in my 5 questions by extension, you know, because this was when Priscilla was still mad about Sam and Victoria because the wounds were still fresh. But this was during a time where I liked the character because, oh, she's doing her own, you know, side quest. She's being a detective in her own right. You know, the whole thing about finding out what happened to Miss, was it Miss Laura? Was Miss Laura the name of the housekeeper at the White House who, you know, found Jean's body and had like a mini stroke or heart attack, and then Kyle killed her in the hospital? We never really got follow up on that either. But yeah, I mean, I really want to know, at least with Miss Laura, we know what happened to her, but with Greg, what the hell happened? Like, we know obviously he was shot or something, but who was the one that did it and then put the body next to Jean on his bed? Then we go over to, with everything that's been going down at Richard and Nancy's house, all the people who keep coming in and out, where the hell Miss Jodie at? Seriously, where is Miss Jodie at? Like I've always said time and time again on these shows, I get it if an actor is unavailable for some reason or another, but I would really appreciate just voiceovers, or hell, even if, like, let's say Nancy's on the phone and we don't hear Miss Jodie's voice, but we just know she's on the phone calling, like, you know, Nancy, I saw somebody, what's going on the people in the house? I mean, hell, even with, you know, Alonzo, I guess you could say, bringing Hunter to Nancy's house at the end of the finale, you would think Miss Jodie, of all people, would have noticed the president of the mother United States right across the other side of the fence. Where's she at? Where is Miss Jodie at? Alright, then the number one thing, well, the last thing to mention, at this point, Gail's gone. I'm just going to assume at this point, Gail is never coming back to the show. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I think she was mentioned in passing in the finale when Alonzo explained how Jason came to the apartment and attacked Ellie. Yeah, he stowed away in the trunk of her car just like the daughter did that one time, in reference to Gail in the back of Jean's car. So I really do feel like Gail is somebody we are never going to see again. Of course, I could be wrong. You know, it's season 5 about to begin filming, and I think Paige's character, I don't watch Power, but I heard that the last time she was on the show, or the last episode of the season she was on, like, her character was like written to go out of town, or she was possibly killed. So it's possible Gail will return, but at this point it's like 2 whole seasons. She was in the first episode of season 2, and then she's been MIA for the remainder of season 2 and the entirety of season 3. She's basically pulled a Janine or Jasmine from House of Pain. It's like, yeah, we don't, where you at? What's going on here? Alright, guys, well, with that being said, that's all I have to say. I mean, well, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Eli supposed to get somebody on it to find where Gail was? We never got follow-up on it, so I don't know. So yeah, those are, in my opinion, some of my top unanswered questions that I hope the Oval, you know, delves into either, well, I don't want to say or season 5, in season 4. But come on, you renewed the show. At least answer some of these damn questions. So, season 4 is already filmed, by the way. That was done like, what, in September, October of last year? But yeah, that's all I have for this particular video. Let me know some of your unanswered questions in the comments below, as I mentioned earlier in the video. But please take a moment to hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video. Hit subscribe, hit the bell icon and select all, and follow me on social media. Links are in the description below.